Hello, friends. It's Mrs.Z. It's a lesson 14. It's a word problem, grade 5, mission 1. Okay. Um, it says a bag of potato chips contains 0 and 96 grams, so 96 grams of sodium. If the bag is split into 8 equal servings, how many grams of sodium will each serving contain? So, thinking about bag with the sodium, and sodium is salt. Okay, so we needed to divide that into 8 groups. So if I make drawing, I can make open rectangle to the tape diagram. So I'm going to use and make like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Okay, they're not perfect, uh, but they assume they are equal serving. So equal. So here is 8 of the groups, and then the total is, this is 96 grams. Okay, 96 hundredths. Okay, so you can use division if you need to divide 96 grams into 8 equal serving, or we can equal sharing. So this is we can think, what can we share equally if we have 9, 10 grams and we have 8 groups? So the question here is, how much is in each? So we can figure it out without doing standard calculation. We can think, oh, 9, we can put, let's see, 96 grams. And if I give 10 grams in each, I will share 80 grams. So I will do this 0.10, 0.10. I like 0. Sorry, I'm going to need my question mark. 0.10, 0.10, 0.10. That's one. This is one solution to do the thinking. Okay, let me check that I did correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sharing each is 10 grams. So I'm sharing 0 and 80 grams. I already share. Now I'm going to subtract. So this is how much is left. Now I have only 16, and I have 8 groups. So I have 16 grams to share. So 16 divided into 8, it's 2, because 2 times 8 is 16. So I can get 200 for each. So I'm going to say, okay, now 0.02, 0.02, 200s I'm sharing. Okay. And 0 and 200s, 200s, 200s. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 1600s. I share 1600s. I have nothing to share, and I have my answer. Each bag will contain 10 plus 2 is 12, 0.12 grams, and that is one serving going to be 0.12 grams. That's one way to see to figure it out. Next way is to think, oh, I have a bag of 96 grams and I needed to divide it into 8 parts. I can think about this to be 96 hundredths divided into 8, or I can do the standard algorithm. So let's see if I do standard algorithm rule. I'm going to move it up, right? So for standard algorithm, you make a 0 and 96 hundredths going to be divided in 8 groups. This the groups have to be whole numbers, so you can share something in 0.8 groups. That's not even one group. So the number divisor and dividend divisor has to be the whole number. So now the rule is decimal is going to appear in the same spot. So you go, I like to do one number at a time. So if I have a 0, can I have a group of 8? Of course not. I have 0 groups of 8. Now, if I move to the next, I have 9. If I have 9, do I have a group of 8? Yes, I do have one group of 8. So I can share, I can make from 9 one group of 8, and 1 times 8 is really 8. So there is no, there is leftover of 1/10. Now I'm going to bring down the 6 hundredths, and now my new number is 16 hundredths. So if I have 16, can I make groups of 8? Yes, I can make 2 groups of 8. 2 times 8 is really 16. So there is nothing else than I need. So my answer is 0 and 12. 12 1200, sorry, grams. So that's another way. That not there is different possibilities, guys. You can think about this to be 96 hundredths divide into 8. So now you can think this to be 80 and 16. So now you can say 80 divided by 8 equals 10. And then 16 divided by 8 is 2. So it becomes 12 hundredths. And then you can change the 12 hundredths into the 0.12, which is the same answer that we got. So you have three options: the drawing and sharing equal, and then you have a standard algorithm or a unit, thinking about units that you're dividing. There is also a question, what other way can the bag be divided into equal servings so that the amount of sodium in each serving has 2 digits to the right of the decimal, and the digits are greater than 0 in the tenths and hundredths place. So it's similar like this, that there has to have a 2 digits after the decimal, So, and then both of tens and hundreds, they have to be greater than 0. So there is a more than one possibility. That's what, if you think about 96 divided into, let's see, 96 hundredths. If I divide this into 4 or 6 or 3, will also work. So if I take just like, let's pretend I'm going to do 3 groups, just 3 serving. So you can think of this as being 90 and 6. So 90 divided into 3 is 30, and 6 divided into 3 is 2. So 1 together is 3200. So that is equals to 32 hundredths. And that 32 hundredths is 0 and 32. So each serving, 3 serving will have 32 grams. Okay, I could do, if you want one more example, these were divisible by, if it's divisible by 8, is divisible by 4. If it's divisible by 3, is divisible by 6 as well. So right now, I know you can also have, if I show you different solutions. So it could be, let's see, standard algorithm. Now I'm going to do 0 and 96 divided into 4. So the decimal will appear in the same. If I have 0 ones, I cannot share into 4 groups. If I have 9 on tenths, I can share into 2 groups. 2 times 4 is really 8. So I will have 1 group left over. And then how many 4s are in a 14? There are 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And then I have nothing else to share. So if I share 96 grams of sodium into 4 serving, each serving will get 24 grams, 0 and 24 grams. If you gonna do that, see one more. I can 0 and 96 divide into 6. It's going to be the same, 0, and that is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. When you subtract, you got 3 left over. You bring down the 6 hundredths. How many hundredths 6 are in 36? They are 6, because 6 times 6 is 36. And you have, so there is a different possibilities that you can use. You can share into different portions. So 3 groups of serving, 8 groups of serving, 4, 6 groups, because 96 is divisible with all these numbers. All right, guys. So I could write the whole how many grams of sodium will each serving contain. For this one, I can write answer. Let me find the room on the bottom. So each serving contain contain 12 grams of sodium. 0 and 12 grams of sodium. Each of, maybe I should write each of 8 serving. Each of 8. So this each of 8 serving contain 0 and 12 grams of sodium. Okay, so each of, for example, 3 of 3 serving will contain 32 hundredths or 0 and 32 grams of sodium. Okay, that's what last writing part of this problem. Okay, so there you go. Here. Thank you for listening.